So, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than we usually do. Today we're going to be talking about COPPA and everything that's been happening around that. This is quite different from what I usually do, but I thought it was important that I addressed what's happening with it, and because I know it's going to be affecting probably me and a lot of other people, and just not enough people are talking about it. I mean, this is a very serious issue, and I think it's important that people know what's going to happen. If you've been around YouTube for the past couple of days, you probably know about COPPA, you've probably heard about it, but you may not know the full extent of what it means. And that's what I'm going to try and address today. So to give you a bit of context, way back when the FTC, a governing body in America, what the law they put in place was effectively trying to, in simple terms, protect children's information from places like websites or whatever that were trying to use that information and kind of sell it off for targeting advertising. Apparently what YouTube has been doing is they have been taking that information, they've been selling children's information effectively for years, and you've probably seen videos like that, like, he's got like freaking Elsa and Spider-Man and Minions and whatever. They've been using videos like that to get children's information, from what I know. So this is highly illegal, what they've been doing. They've been doing it for quite a while. And, the FTC kind of cracked down on that once they heard about it from children's activist groups, from what I know of. And they fined YouTube. And that happened, and now they've implemented new policies for YouTube. What those policies are, it's effectively, you'll probably see it if you have a video, or if you've uploaded a video recently, you have to mark whether your video is child-friendly or not. Like, if its content is directed for children or not. I mean, I guess that makes sense. That seems pretty harmless on the surface, but when you do mark that video as for kids, the levies in place are just ridiculous. So your video will have no notifications. Like, your video won't have any comments. Your video will not be searchable. Your video will not be suggested or recommended. And here's the huge thing. Your video will make 90% less ad revenue. Okay, because like 90% of the ad revenue is usually coming from targeted ads. It's serious. This is going to literally kill like children's shows. Like, people like Jangbricks, or I don't know, like other YouTubers that make like maybe Lego videos or something like that. That will be justified as a kid's video, and therefore you'll be making less money, and people won't be able to really see your videos. I think maybe your subscribers will be able to find your videos and maybe they'll get notifications, I don't know. But that's effectively killing off your channel if you do that. And okay, you say, alright, fine, you don't do that, you mark off it's not targeted for children. I mean, that's not lying. Like, your videos aren't necessarily targeted for children, I mean, unless they are. But if your videos are not directed towards children, you can just mark it off as, it's not for children. That's the problem. What's going to be happening is some of their employees, some of the people from the FTC are going to be watching your videos. They're going to be doing a crackdown on YouTube, and they will be looking at the videos. So what this means is literal humans are going to be deciding whether your video is suitable for children or not. Yes, that is quite the problem, but you say, okay, well, fine. But what about if my content, just isn't child-friendly? I mean, it's not child-friendly, but it's not activated for children. I can just mark it as not being for kids, and I will be okay. Here's the problem, and this is their laws for what is child-friendly and what isn't it's very unclear. Alright, so this is what they say, like subject matter that is appealing to children. This is what they'll use against you. Kids jokes, music, kids games. This I'm reading it from here, section B1. I'll leave a link where you can go look at this document. Kids jokes, music, kids games, video/computer games, children's TV shows or stars, cartoon characters, sports, stories, toys, children's books, fantasy, that's pretty obscure, children's art and crafts, pets, products primarily purchased or consumed by kids like snack food or cereal. Presentation. Language of the website such as language that is simple enough to be understandable to children 12 years and under. Short, colourful descriptions, slang and pop culture phrases. Kids sites may be identified by such language as kids only, fun, free stuff, whatever, cool, duh, games, ask your parents, etc. Whether the website uses visual content appealing to children, animated characters right there off the bat. Things like, Domix or Jaden Animations or Ice Cream Sandwich. Poor Ice Cream Sandwich is the best animator out there, and they're going to be smashed because the FTC views animation as for children. And bold or fast-moving graphics or bright and vibrant colors. You know what this means? If you have on your YouTube thumbnail that, I don't know, like what I'm immediately thinking of is my new Legend of Zelda playthrough, right? The cover artwork has its bright, vibrant colors. So are they going to deem that M-rated game as being for children because of that bright and vibrant colors on the cover? And, they wouldn't know because, in all honesty, I don't think these people are experts about what they're talking about. They don't quite understand looking at this. I know this is out to date, but it is out to date. So, and since they haven't changed anything, that's a big deal. They don't seem to understand, what's pop culture. They don't seem to understand that adults are going to watch SpongeBob SquarePants or whatever. Adults are going to watch animations and stuff. That's what adults like that. And that's just what it is. Here's another one. Audio content that's appealing to children. That's in itself very vague, because what a child could like and what an adult could like can be very similar. So what this effectively means is that YouTube channels could and can be taken down for making content that could be directed towards children. And in the video conference, the FTC actively said they are going after creators. Okay, you say, this is a big problem for, PewDiePie or Markiplier or whatever, those big guys. No, it's not just them. They said they're going after content creators. They are going after anybody. They will go after anybody that has posted a video. If you have posted a video on YouTube, you are just as liable as I am. And that's the problem. You see, hypothetical situation. Okay. 8 years ago, you made a YouTube account and, you posted a video about your dog or something. It was just, you haven't posted a single video since. And then this comes out. You are liable for that video. And let's say, your thumbnail had a photo of your dog. And the video's title was Dog in the Park or something. They view, and according to the little PDF they had, they mentioned dogs. They mentioned pets as subject matter that could be appealing to children. So if your video had a pet in it, was about a pet, they could consider that being activated for children. So then you've got a problem. What if for some reason, if during the middle of the video, you dropped an F-bomb or something, you do something that's not intended for children, and then you say, okay, fine, I will just mark this video as not intended for children. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that the video is not for children. if they see the picture of a dog on the thumbnail, they see my dog in the park, they see that the video is about your dog in the park, and you have placed it as it's not for children, you can get sued. I personally don't understand that. I don't know why in that circumstance that's how that would work, because why are you being sued because the child missed out on seeing your video? I don't understand. This whole thing feels very rushed, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. In all this bad news, there is good news. Okay, there is good news, and I should mention that the FTC is open towards suggestions. They are actively asking for comments from the public on how they can make this better, and I will leave a link to where you can comment on that and hopefully help us. There's also a petition. Yeah, I know it's a petition. They usually don't get very far, but there is a petition that you can sign. It's already about nearly 500,000 signatures, and that will help as well. I just feel like it's important that I have mentioned all this so you understand that, this is a big deal and you are affected too. And I should probably mention how this is going to affect my channel. It's kind of interesting. Most of my videos, I would say, are probably targeted towards children, and therefore I will have to say they are targeted towards children, and it doesn't affect me that much. I'm not making any money off my videos besides my one Patreon. Thanks again, Wiz. So I'm not making any money, but there's a problem if I by any chance say like my Breath of the Wild playthrough. I say that's not for kids because it's an M-rated game. Well, here's the problem. I've got a video that has a mature rating out, but they will see the thumbnail, which is bright and colorful. They'll see it's Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm playing through, and they'll say this is a video game, and which they specifically said was for children, as they mentioned in their report. That means I could be liable. They could take me down for that. They could send me a fine for making that video, and it is a little bit worrying. I don't think it will happen. I think they're going to be fully implementing this in December 9th, and by then, I think this will blow up enough that the video is going to be, well, the whole thing is going to be taken down, and YouTube is going to have to change its policy towards this, because it's ridiculous. It cannot stand. I do hope you're more informed. I think I kind of scrambled over that. I'm going to be leaving a link to like people like Chadtronic and Arlo. They did pretty good videos about that, so you can get a better understanding about what this is and how it may affect you. And I mean, just be careful. That's all I'm gonna tell you to do. Just be careful and be aware what is going to be happening.